it's Pam, and welcome to another didgeridoo tutorial. Today I wanted to do a hopefully short tutorial on a fairly simple rhythm called diddy-wah. Diddy-wah is actually, the way the rhythm goes is diddy-wah, diddy-wah, diddy-diddy-wah. Now this rhythm actually comes out of a lesson that I had a couple days ago with a Skype student. And we didn't have a visual, so I told her that I would make a visual. And so this is for her and for you as well. So diddy-wah basically goes diddy-wah, diddy-wah, diddy-diddy-wah. Or another way of thinking of it is diddy breaths. So when you put the actual breath with it, it would look something like this. Diddy, 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 diddy. Okay, so let's actually do this. Let's take this step by step. Let's say it together 4 times. We'll go fairly slow so you can kind of follow along fairly easily. And then we'll do it together in buzz lips or with buzz lips, but without the didge, and then we'll try it through the didge 4 times. All right, so 4 times just saying it. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diddy-wah, diddy-wah, diddy-diddy-wah. Diddy-wah, diddy-wah, diddy-diddy-wah. Diddy-wah, diddy-wah, diddy-diddy-wah. Diddy-wah, diddy-wah, diddy-diddy-wah. All right, now 4 times through with the spit, so you'll sound something like this. Diddy. Okay. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diddy, 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 diddy. All right. Okay, now let's do it 4 times through with buzz lips all the way through the thing. So you'll look something like this. Okay, so that kind of makes sense? Hopefully it does. All right, so I'm going to count 4 in, and then we'll come in with the rhythms. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, sweet. Okay, so go grab your didge and we'll try it through the didgeridoo. All right, so now that you have your didgeridoo, let's try it through 4 times on the didge. So again, I'll count 4 in, and then we'll actually come in on just a plain ordinary drone. So that way you can kind of take a running start at it, and then we'll go into the rhythm. All right, so we'll sound something like this. Don't play yet, but you'll sound something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. All right, so now that you have your didge, let's go ahead and try it 4 times through. And here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. Another way that you can think of this rhythm is dug-a-wah. If diddy-wah sounds, or if diddy-wah ends up being a little bit too much of a challenge, you can do dug-a-wah. So da-ga, da-ga, da-ga. It'll kind of sound the same. It'll sound a little bit different, but when you put dug-a-wah through, this is pretty much what it'll sound like on your didge. So as you can see, it sounds a little bit different, but dug-a-wah might be a little bit easier. And then once you master that, then you can go into the diddy-wah. All right, so now that we've tried it 4 times through, let's actually try it 8 times through. and as kind of a little bonus, so that way you can have something to play along with. So many of us, we're kind of alone in playing by ourselves, and you know, it's okay, but we don't necessarily feel motivated. So I thought I'd give you a little 8-time through so you can kind of follow along and have somebody to play with, because it's a whole lot more fun to play with someone else. So we're going to do the same thing as we did before with the 4 times through. I'll count 4 in, we'll do a 4-beat, just plain drone, and then we'll go into the rhythms. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. If you were able to follow all the way through that, awesome. Take your right hand, put it back here, and go, good job. All right, so 3 things I want you to kind of keep in mind as you're learning this rhythm. First thing, even before you start, I want you to warm up. A good 10-minute warm up is always ideal. 20 minutes if you can get it, but if you can't get it because your schedule is super busy, and I know we're all busy and everything, see if you can get a good 10-minute warm up for both you and your didgeridoo. That way you won't have to fight anything as you're trying to learn this rhythm. Thing number 2, I highly, highly recommend mirror work. Mirror work can kind of help you see all those little things that might be going wrong, and then you can make minor adjustments as you go along. Sometimes you feel that maybe you might not be getting it quite well enough, and so when you do your mirror work, you can kind of see all those little things that might be going on, and then you can make little corrections as you go along. And thing number 3, oh gosh, what was thing number 3? Let's see, warm up, mirror work. Oh yeah, stay patient with yourself. This is a learning process, and as such, you may find that you get the rhythm and then you lose it, and then you get it and then you lose it. Don't worry about it if that happens, because when you lose the rhythm, you're actually giving your brain time to process the information. So all the information is coming into your lips, but then sometimes it has to zip up to your brain, so all your little neural networks have to connect with each other to make sure everything gets right. And then it comes back down to your lips and it gets into a thing called muscle memory. So don't worry if that happens. It's just information that's going back and forth between your actual muscles and your lips and the neural networks in your brain. So just stay patient with that process. Eventually you'll just get it, and then you'll have it. So if anything doesn't make sense, or if you have any other questions about anything, just let me know in the comments below. Other than that, just have fun with this. Challenge yourself with it. Make it yours. You could throw a vocal through it. Like for example, if I were to throw a vocal through this particular rhythm, I might do something like this. So the way that would look off the didge is so, and I know the first part is not necessarily a ditty, it's more like a gaka-wah. So yeah, just have fun with it, challenge yourself, maybe play it a little bit faster or add a vocal to it. So anyhow, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial. For now, take care, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.